What if I told you that your 5,000 naira, which you easily part with for lunch every working day in that your favorite restaurant, is secretly costing you more than 50 million in retirement savings? Dear working class, realities now staring you in the face may have forced you to accept that you are broke and will always remain so, and that you will never be able to exit your 9 to 5. But I'm here to tell you that you are not broke. Rather, you are eating away your future, one spoon of a delicacy at a time. That eatery you can't do without. Every lunch hour might be the reason you will remain an employee forever. In this video, I'm going to show you how 5,000 naira, as common as it seems, can earn you financial freedom and early retirement. And if you stick around till the end, I will show you how I ensure that I save 5,000 naira every day and how I use it to buy a greatly beautiful future for me. Lastly, I will expose to you a mind-blowing concept which financial experts all over the world recognize as one of the greatest money multipliers of all time, and how you can use it to your advantage. My name is Peter, your money mentor and finance coach. In this channel, all we talk about is how to make money, manage money, and multiply money, thereby empowering you to acquire riches, create wealth, and become financially free. And of course, proceed to living that life of your noblest dreams. If that's what you like, then hit the subscribe button and the bell icon beside it so that you will get notified each time a new video is published. Now, let's get right into the video. Very few individuals suddenly stumble at huge amount of money and become wealthy. The greater majority of rich people are those who delay gratification and gradually accumulate riches over time. Some employees are ignorant of this fact and how money works. Consequently, they feel incapable of becoming rich and feel stuck because large sum of money never gets to them, not knowing that that small sum of money at their disposal from time to time, which they squander in present pleasures, can actually make them rich and wealthy if properly handled. For instance, an employee can afford to spend 5,000 naira conveniently for lunch every day for 30 long years and end up broke at the end of a work life. If you ask him, he will tell you there was no money with which to build wealth. But that's not true. The truth is that he was either ignorant or his self-indulgent living was his undoing. What is more shocking is that the same 5K lunch bill he paid very leisurely and conveniently for those long years, at the end of which he was broke, if consistently channeled rightly, would have gifted him with tens of millions the same time he woke up to the pain of a broke life. So that 5K you drop for lunch every day is not just food. It is your freedom, your future, your fortune, eaten away bit by bit. Now, pay attention, very good attention to this. If you do not save money, you are not safe. To save money, therefore, do any of these three things I want to tell you now. Number one, if you keep your income constant and reduce your expenses, you have money to save. Number two, if you increase your income and keep your expenses constant, you have money to save. Number three, if you increase your income and reduce your expenses, you will have even more money to save. Today in this video, I am going to show you one item of expenditure you can eliminate. And by eliminating that, you will have that amount of expenditure eliminated to save. And then you can use that to build great future wealth for yourself. You save money to multiply it. You multiply money by investing it. That is, by the way, look up here. Take your money matters seriously, or else it will mess you up. Have you heard about the hidden painful cost of comfort? The cost is painful, but it is hidden. The comfort is temporary and premature. Let me show you with the case study of this man who cannot miss a 5K lunch daily, but is broke at the month end and will be broke at the end of a career. Let's do the maths. 5,000 naira a day for lunch seems small, but over 22 working days, that will be 110,000 naira a month. In 1 year, that will be 1,320,000 naira. In 10 years, that will be 13.2 million naira without interest. If you compound it at 12% interest rate per annum, you will be looking at over 40 million naira. What a whooping sum. That's not food. That's freedom money. That's early retirement. But with the same money used to chase pepper soup and small chops. You see, every pleasure today comes with a price tag tomorrow. But sadly, most people see the receipt only at the end of their career. It's not just 5,000 naira. It is 5,000 naira today versus 50 million tomorrow. Take your money matters seriously and pay attention to the time-tested financial principles I offer you free in this channel. By the way, if you are getting value, hit the subscribe button and bell icon. Like the video and share it with your friends, especially those you want to help solve their money problems. Now, before I begin to make good my promises, let me say this. Some people think they are eating and enjoying, but no. If you have a wrong consumption pattern, like the case under study in this video, you are not eating. You are drowning your potentials. You are dismantling your dreams. You are disarming and rendering yourself incapable of realizing your noblest aspirations. Now, let me fulfill my two promises, the last of which you must listen to very attentively, because that indeed is a wonder not known to many, and that is the highest point of this video. So, as a finance coach, after realizing what I'm teaching you here today, I formed a new habit, and I have lived by this for a while, and it has been putting 5,000 naira in my pocket every working day. Have you thought about this? That when you enter an eatery to eat, as you pay for a plate of food, you are paying for the AC, the air conditioning, the lighting, workers' salaries, the maintenance of the furniture and fittings, the tax, the rent, the building maintenance costs, etc. All these costs and more are built into the cost of that your one plate of food. The food you eat in your house can be bigger, healthier, better, and richer, but 5 times cheaper, because it is free from the above costs. So every day, I now go to work, carry my food from home. Here is now my companion, supporting me very vigorously in my journey to financial freedom. Now, rather than spend this amount as before, it is now saved, retained in my hand. In 10 days, I see myself saving 50K. In 20 days, 100,000 by avoiding an item of expenditure that used to be compulsory. Let me show you the possible uses of 100,000 naira saved every month. Number one, over a few months, that can afford me plots of land. At the outskirts of Port Harcourt, there are soon to develop places where a plot of land goes for less than 500,000 naira. And this could be saved of whichever city where you stay in this country, or in your country where you are watching me from. And for your information, land or real estate is one asset which has a guaranteed annual return of 20% minimum. Number two, this money can be invested in stocks. Do you know how many Zenith Bank shares 100,000 naira can buy for you, not to talk about the penny stocks? For instance, a few days ago, I bought a particular penny stock, that is Kutis PLC, at a cost of 4 naira, 3 kobo per share. Do you know how many of such a share 100,000 naira saved monthly can buy? Over time, this can afford you 1 million of such stock. What happens if you have 1 million of that share, and in the next couple of years, the price leaves the threshold of 4 naira and climbs to 10 naira, to 30 naira, to 40 naira, to 50 naira? Can you imagine what 1 million of such a share can translate into? Number two, the money can be invested in money market mutual fund. For some time now, Nigerian banks like Stanbic IBTC, First Bank, and Zenith Bank have offered fantastic rates. That is a minimum of 20% per annum to investors in the money market mutual fund. Imagine investing a 100,000 naira every month at the interest rate of 20%. If you compound the interest over time, the result will amaze you. Number 4, you can also put the money in storage business. Some commodities like palm oil, if stored at the right time, can return a profit of 200% within 6 months. The list goes on. In conclusion, let me, as promised, introduce you to this all-important financial concept. Here you have to pay the greatest attention because this may be all you need to achieve your financial dreams. It is called compound interest. Given time, compound interest can turn 1,000 to 1 billion. You heard me right, yes. Compound interest, given time, can turn 1,000 to 1 billion. Let me give you a brief background, and after that, I'll practically demonstrate how it works. At the end of this, you will never again casually and consistently throw away that your 5,000. Compound interest simply means interests earned by both the principal and the interest that accrues to it. That is, both the principal and interest on the principal are joining to earn another interest. For example, 1,000 naira earns 10 naira interest first. Then the second time, both the 1,000 naira and the 10 naira are added together to become 1,010 naira, which then earns interest on and on like that cumulatively. What makes this a great wonder is that if the process is allowed to repeat itself over time, at some point, the growth begins to occur at a geometrical rate. Hear what 5 famous financial experts have to say about compound interest. Number 1, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. That is Albert Einstein. The origin is contested though. Number 2, my life has been a product of compound interest. That is Warren Buffett. Number 3, understanding both the power of compound interest and the difficulty of getting it is the heart and soul of understanding a lot of things. The first rule of compounding is never interrupt it unnecessarily. The big money is not in the buying or the selling, but in the waiting. From Charlie Munger, Buffett's partner. Number 4, money makes money, and the money that money makes money. That's Benjamin Franklin. And number 5, compound interest is proof that you can get rich slowly. That is Dave Ramsey. Ramsey's quote is a reminder that steady, disciplined investing, not quick wins, is how real wealth builds over time. Let's conclude with our practical demonstration. Again, we are back to our 5,000 naira. We have already established that this saved for 22 working days in a month will give us 110,000 naira. If this is sustained and the interest compounded, how much will it give you in 10, 20, 30 years? You don't need to bother yourself about memorizing the formula for calculating compound interests. Just take this my prompt, which I want to give you free now, to any AI like Chat, GPT, Meta AI, Gemini, etc. In a matter of seconds, you will get the result you're looking for. The prompt is, if I put 110,000 monthly in an interest yielding account for 30 years, what will be the compound interest at 12% per annum at the end of 30 years? The result: if you put just the money away without interest, at the end of 30 years, you will just have 39,600,000 naira. But with compound interest, you will have 384,446,054 naira 60 kobo. Again, 384,406,054 naira 60 kobo. That's what your common 5K will do for you. You will have this staggering sum breathing in your account and waving to your honor the flag of financial freedom. I have a few heart-searching questions for you before I wrap it up. Number one, what's the most you've ever spent on a meal? And was it worth it? Number two, if you saved 5,000 naira daily for 30 days, what would you invest it in? Number three, what small spending habit do you think is stealing your future wealth? Number four, are you eating your way to slavery or saving your way to freedom? Number five, what's the most important takeaway, your most important takeaway from this video? Let me have your answers in the comment section. That may aid me to help you further. Dear viewer, you must have the money multiplication mindset, because you know what? Small money grows. Tiny sacrifices today build towers of wealth tomorrow. With discipline, time, and compound interest as your servant, you could walk away from the rat race and into your rest in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s, as the case may be, depending on when you started to play aright the game of money. This isn't deprivation. No, it is delayed gratification. And that's what gives birth to financial multiplication and freedom. See you at the wealthy place till we meet in my next video. Bye for now.